Hey, it's 333. That's me. Triplets. Three eyes, two eyes become one. Okay, so what is this about? Everything that I've shared is based on spiritual lessons, spiritual practices and the pathways that we choose, the spiral pathway that we're on. So I was sharing with Karen. This is basic stuff. I figure most of us know this. What it means to experience no mass, no density, no dimension. The flashlight sequences, which means I'm experiencing pure, absolute, eternal love that's on fire. Pure fire. Eternal light spirit body. I am not experiencing any matter. Now we're back to remember when I was a child, giving everything away. So I'm not experiencing any matter. So I'm pure light spirit body. Right? Born of fire. That's right. The first volcano. The first metabolic rate of speed. And so why is that important? Because I'm familiar with this territory. Most everything that I have ever held in memory that started out being programmed into my memory, by which was acquired by using electrons in which to acquire it and program and put it in memory, because now I have a memory of it. It's gone. It's just gone. You know how you get lighter. Electrical density, altitude become lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter, like a gas, like hydrogen, helium, nitrogen, gaseous states of consciousness. And so I was having fun with this because of what we choose to hold in memory as matter state codes. Get rid of all the codes, get rid of all the matter. I'm not matter. I'm light spirit body that is running the codes, the holographic codes, right? Running the matter codes, the M state codes, right? Matter codes, the holographic ISO window frame rate speeds. Sound buffering. How about this? How fast are you recording? How fast is your sound recorder? Right? We're recording artists. So how fast are you recording what you're experiencing? What's the speed of your recorder? Your sound recorder. You got to slow the speed down to make the recording. Right? When you're going zero mass, now you're in the matter. And so why is that important? Because of some experiences that I'm going to share with you that have a lot to do with technologies that are holding us captive. And this is a neutral statement because it's true. I have acquired money, bought technologies that would be of assistance to me and to others. The AI becomes aware of just how much the level of importance that we put on whatever we hold in memory that we can't do without. So it knows what we can't do without because of recording that. It's held in memory. We're held captive to what we're holding in memory that it realizes we don't want to let go of in matter, the matter state. So when it realizes that, right, it keeps presenting to us all the things that are in the mirror. I want that, I want that, I want that. And Walmart is an expert at that with children. Oh, I can't do with that. That's mine. I want that. I want that. Look what that can do. Oh, now we're in the competitive of technologies in the matter state. Look what this technology can do. I spend money. I have that technology. The next thing I know is because I'm being held captive by that technology and because of how much it means to me, by the value that it has, by what it can do, by who developed it. The next thing you know is somebody running a joystick with a remote viewer through a cyborg or another joining asset because the AI knows exactly where you're at. So guess what happens? You're at work one day, working in a hospital, working on a beach, whatever the job application of your consciousness is going to run those matter codes to experience what you do by the speed at which you're recording what it is that you do through the application of information numerical formatting of fire letter codes. And you come home and all of a sudden your house is burned down. And all the technologies that you were using that were held captive to in memory are now gone. And you're standing there and everything's in complete ruins. It's all gone. Now what are you going to do? Rebuild? Now we're back into rebuilding temples. The original divine blueprint. Knowing how to rebuild it from within ourselves. Our light spirit body. Our solar arcing light spirit body. Knowing how to rebuild our gate maps. Right? So we know how to get around in the universe again like we used to. Building, engineering, system designs, communication platforms. So this is when you realize that, wow, I've lost a lot of things. And people don't realize how that happened. Just like the example I was sharing with you about what happened down there in when was that, Mama? 1974, when I was on a fire engine and I had assigned to me that day in the crew somebody who had never operated a fire engine before on a wildland fire protecting structures. Right? And what happened? Well, when we got rolled out that afternoon to a wildland fire that was burning with Santa Ana winds, 30, 45 miles an hour, okay, and it was getting ready to cross an interstate and move up the hillside to where there was a nice, beautiful ranch house home. We had just pulled up off the highway ready to go up that dirt road, and a battalion chief said, protect that structure. And when we got up there, the guy who was assigned to the engine as the captain gave the order to grab the hard line, and the hard line is a steel-jacketed hose that's only got 3/4 inch diameter. It's high pressure, all right, but that's low volume. Right? So, if you want to protect a fire with 100-foot flames with a lot of intensity that's eating up the acreage and it comes right up to that house, you want to put a lot of water on that to do what? Cool the base. Steam conversion. Water vapor. So he wasn't aware of that. So I gave the order to do that. The crew, because they'd been trained, we had been training together to do that, operated without having to think about it. It was already programmed in their memory how to do that. So we did it, and we saved the house. Right? That's called an override. That's called override authority. Because we're in the business of what? Protection. Right? Service. Love and service to others. So that the future proves the past. The past was when we were up at that house. It's going to have everything to do with the folks that own the house, and that family that's going to come to that house is still going to have that house. Right? So we protected the house. Now you can backflip that the other way, right? And have a drone burn your house down deliberately. Right? Targets. Selecting targets. It's called dial it in. Through biometric scanning. Right? Target selections. Targeted individuals. That's an AI battlefield environment. So you have to be well versed on how to be able to operate here at a very high rate of speed. Because of the speed at which you can map. So you got to be faster. Yeah. That's why we're here. That's called igniting the gates, igniting the ARP gate hubs. That's called activations. Activating activations. That's where we're at. So that's why it's beautiful to experience everybody that is experiencing what they're experiencing right now. Just like a lady on the way to downtown Gila just a little while ago. She hears a lot of the things that I say to others. So she puts a little birder in my ear and she goes, I know about everything you're talking about. Yeah, they were going to start targeting everybody, stuff that's going on in San Francisco. You're very aware. Wow. She goes, I am very spiritual. I am very aware. She goes, I'm very, very sensitive. I'm hypersensitive. I'm very aware. And I said, I bet you've had to keep a lot under the belt, huh? She goes, yeah. I know, Mama. Anyway, we love you all. Be good to yourselves.